practitioner meditation. Problem is, my legs are always falling asleep. I've gotten used to having numb legs, so I've developed a lifestyle for myself, right here on the ground. It's not so bad though. I better clean these up.
Don't be like Travis. Get the Float Meditation Cushion by Z-Mind. It's specially designed for comfort and optimum blood flow so you can keep meditating for as long as you like.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 365th episode of Lunch Therapy. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting Lunch Therapy with your presence and your wit. Behind me are some fireworks from last night. If you haven't had enough fireworks, this was at Tom Kearney and Maura Kearney's house last night. They shoot fireworks off over their pool. They don't shoot them off. Somebody does. I don't know. There were drones up in the air. It was crazy. Super fun. Let's see who's here today. Jeff Lohman says, come on over and enjoy it too. That's Thailand. We're going to have a report from Jeff here today, so I'm looking forward to that. Chuck says he had a great time. Had a barbecue at the beach with his buddies. Roller skating and barbecue was a good time. You know, in my hometown, they have a thing called the chicken queue. It's the Cub Scouts put it on. I don't know if they have this anymore. Maybe if Tina Adams shows up, she can tell me. They basically roast chickens at the park. The Cub Scouts put it on. They call it the chicken queue. I don't know why they call it the chicken queue, because like when you barbecue, they're talking about the barbecue, the physical barbecue thing, and chicken queue. I don't know. It just doesn't mean, I don't know, with beef queue. Kamala wants to go to Thailand. I do too. It's unbelievable how beautiful it is there. It's crazy. We have been there, but we not to where Jeff goes usually. We were out there on some crazy island. Happy July 4th. Happy July 4th. Happy Independence Day. Yeah. Just Jay is in Colorado. Wow. I do at times. We lived here for 20 years. I'm sure that's referring to something that I missed. One of the things that I didn't miss last year, I didn't miss this year, was last year's bomb squad faux pas. I just want to show you. They have a truck that they put the illegal fireworks in, and they try and explode them inside this truck, and the truck is like armored. But they were like in the middle of a street here in Los Angeles, and they decided to detonate the fireworks in this bomb squad truck. I don't know if any of you saw this. Probably you did. Blew up the entire truck. Multiple people were injured just like in their houses. It was crazy. That was a crazy thing. Let's get into the show. Now that we've blown something up, welcome to Lunch Day. Hi everyone. Yes, this is episode 365. So if you wanted to, if you were like somebody that just like needed lunch therapy every day, you could now have it every day, a different one for every year. There are actually, every day of the year, there are actually 366 of them, because I think we started with episode 0, but I guess that was just a practice run. There's some questions. I'm in Bali right now. If you want to come join me, that's where I am, Jeff. Hoy, Alexander. It's great to see you here. Kamala says, can Americans move to Thailand just like that? Jeff says, with dollars, with dollar period, yes, or work, or lithium legs. I don't know what the lithium legs are, but that sounds cool. If you ever needed a house sitter, Jeff, Jay, it's ready. Yeah, it's breathing time. Today's question, the title of today's show is, how can I be in the moment? So I'm going to attempt to be in the moment as much as possible on the show today. I've got things planned. I've got some really exciting things. I've got some roving reporter from Jeff. I've got some breaking news. I've got other things, but I'm not going to look forward to that right now. I'm going to try and be in the moment and breathe. I have some great quotes coming up about being in the moment. His legs are numb from meditating all day. Oh yeah, they're talking about that. So the thing at the beginning was from Healing Vibrations. Healing Vibrations, incredible channel where they play a lot of instruments. Some of them are crystal bowls, and they get these incredible sounds that are healing, thus the healing vibrations. And that was a commercial that they had on there for this new thing that can help you meditate longer, and without your legs going numb. So that's kind of cool. And there's a Kickstarter. Go to healingvibrations.com. They'll direct you there. Maybe I'll put it in the show notes. Congratulations. Thanks so much, Chuck. Couldn't have done 365 episodes without you. Mocha needs sitting in Thailand. That's their dog. We've seen him on the show. Her on the show. I don't know why I can't figure out whether it's a male or female. Her. I'm going to say her on the show. And Jeff will be like, it's a him. Yeah, 365 episodes, which is cool. We're going to breathe. Those were beautiful fireworks. Wow, we have a lot of comments today, which is so cool. Holy Cappy Adaship. Just Jay had no fireworks in Colorado. Howard Aronin. Happy Joel Day. I saw your picture, Howard, with iCarly on leaving on jet plane. That was super cool. I'm not schooled enough to know who iCarly is. I think she was like an internet phenomenon, and then she got her own show. This is my guess. Thus the small I in front of Carly. Do they do that anymore? Like iPhone? Like, what does it stand for? Does it stand for internet? So it's like internet lunch therapy, lunch therapy, or is that's totally the old thing, I think. Todd Lee, because everything's on the internet now, right? Everything's small I. Todd Lee, I was a bit bummed. Fireworks really haven't changed in 30 years. Need some advancement. I think the key is in drones. Launching the fireworks from the drones. Because right now they can do all these crazy things with drones and program them. But if we could launch the fireworks from the drones, I don't know if that's happening. I'm just throwing it out there. Somebody copyright it or do that thing that you get money from. Just Jay, my dogs can't take the noise. Our cats as well. They're freaking out. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Let's all go house sit. I know. I have missed out on so many days that I could have spent in Thailand with Jeff Lohman. I can't tell you. First time he was there, he invited me multiple times. What did I do? Sat in a cubicle. Didn't go. Regrets. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Yes. Let it go. Hoi, Ganel. Great to see you here. That was bizarre. Hi, Chuck. I need to go to the Bud Hut. I don't know what it is. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Oh no, let it go. Cappy remembers that. Last year ruined a neighborhood. I know. What were they doing detonating that? It was really disgusting. Leap year. Is it a leap year? I don't know. I'm so close to 2,000. Yeah. In through the nose, out through the toes. Let it go. Heal thyself. Yeah. Her. Okay, so your dog's a she. Makes sense, right? It's either one or the other. I'm gonna remember. Good health care here. This is Thailand. Cappy says, yes, iCarla. Nickelodeon show. iCarly. Nickelodeon show. That's probably why I didn't see it. Although I would love to be on Nickelodeon. I think it seems like fun. Just Jay's an asshole for not liking fireworks. That's all we need for them to start launching shit at us from the drone. So much for that idea. How many houses were getting robbed while people were watching fireworks? That's a good question. Watch fireworks in Long Beach. Really nice off the marina. This must be a thing in all the different locations. They have to have some big fireworks show. When we were driving to Tom Kearney's, everybody was lined up along the sidewalk. Yeah. Hoppy! Barefoot Tuesday, Jose. It's good. Leap year in terms of episodes. I see. 365? 65 is the leap year? Wow. Well, we got that extra one at 0. Celebrate the birth of your country by blowing up stuff. Blowing up trucks. Learn to forget I'm still learning. Yeah, we're all learning. Right now I'm learning how to be present, which seems impossible. I'm thinking about what's going to happen next in the show. I'm like, how long can you stay in Bali, Joel? You can't stay here in the first part of the show. You have to get on with it. Really smart show, first of its kind, an internet show on cable TV network. That's the iCarly show. And now Howard's apparently going to be on it because he was on the plane with her. And I'm sure he worked some kind of deal. Yeah. Trying to avoid the talk of the shootings just because this is the time we take a break from that kind of crap. Thought you said to stay 1,000 feet from the Nickelodeon studios. No, that's been lifted. Behind the scenes, the lives of these kids producing their own TV program. Oh, that's cool. Sounds like a good show. I'm going to watch that. I mean, I'm sure it's not on anymore, but I'm going to check it out. Jose ate pizza with my mom yesterday. That's cool. I'm jealous. We had these amazing tacos at Tom Kearney's and Maura Kearney's. I highly recommend their tacos. Long Beach had fireworks on the 3rd and 4th. It's crazy here in Los Angeles with the fireworks. Okay, let's do one more breath and then we'll leave Bali. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. I got through most of the comments. Really enjoy the comments. It's my favorite part of the show. Today is Barefoot Tuesday. Yes. And to celebrate Barefoot Tuesday on the 365th episode, I've got a giant brown bear. I don't recommend getting this close to any brown bears because they can be dangerous. They're like the land sharks. I mean, most of the time what's happening is they're protecting their young. I don't think they're trying to eat people because I don't think we taste very good because we eat a lot of junk. We eat a lot of pizza, and these guys, they don't eat pizza. Anyway, let's just enjoy for the moment the splendor of these beautiful creatures. You can't ride them. No. You can't have them as pets. You can't hug them. None of this is recommended here, but you can observe them. Let's see what Bilo said. Yes, we watched on the 3rd Sunday home on the 4th Monday, safer for us. We watched the fireworks on the 3rd. It's crazy around here. Todd says, I also thought drone fireworks were only permitted in overseas countries where we are overthrowing governments and making it great again. Yes, the original drone before they, went mainstream was really to spy on people and then drop bombs on them. So, not always the greatest. But we're going to look at some flying vehicles later on in the show today. Jeff says people are not on the menu. Yeah, they're not allowed to eat people. But what happens is you get between the little bear cub and the mother's like, humans are evil, which, I'm sure most of the animals think that because we often are killing them in their habitat. And then they think that my little bear cub's going to get eaten by that awful human, and then they attack. And when bears attack, yeah. Crocodiles, we are most definitely on the menu. West Hollywood has a lot of brown bears you can get close to. So does East Long Beach. That's so true. That's so true. Thank you for joining in, Jose. Yeah. So those kind you can get close to, apparently. Like being in the national parks. So fine. Yeah. If you run across a brown bear, from what I understand, you make a lot of noise. Just make a lot of noise, and they'll be like, that thing, and get away from the little cub. But if you start running, they can run faster than a horse, so. Faster than a horse? As fast as a horse? Sometimes I say things on the show, and I'm like, gotta get a fact checker. Well, remember the Alaska bear stories from episode 54. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna go launch into my bear story, but you can check out episode 54, and I'll tell you all about it. Brown bears of the two-legged type. Yes, the two-legged type. They got them here. Remember to hoist your food up on the big pole. Remember to hoist your food up on the big poles, like in Yosemite, so the bears won't get them. See, because the bears want to eat your food, even though a lot of it's pizza. As fast as a slow horse. Okay, thank you. Do you, Jeff? I remember a bear story that was never finished. I think I finished it. I'm not going to launch into it now because once I get started with that one. We're having fawns. What is it with you, Jay? Wherever you go, there's like baby animals. You had the baby burrowing owls, then you had the baby birds, and now all of a sudden baby fawns. I hope you're going to get some video because I'm going to need it. All right, we're moving on. Next scene, I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's my feet. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I've got bare feet today. This is the toe cam, but look at my toe. Look at it. It's purple. So and I dropped a 40-pound weight on my toe, and then later, like the same day, I like smashed my toe and other toe. So I don't know what's going on around here. But Barefoot Tuesday is getting dangerous. I want to tell you, when you go barefoot, make sure that you don't drop a 40-pound weight on your foot. Although I had shoes on when I dropped the 40-pound weight, so they should have been steel-toed shoes. Jeff says it took 5 episodes, but the story of the bear finally came out. That's a good sequence. There's even like a playlist out there of the Alaska stories on the show. Sven is here. Welcome, Sven. Yay! I'm so glad to see you. Sven, I was thinking about you the other day. I don't know what it was. Something was going on in Belgium. Sven has a black bear story from the North Cascades, close to Billy O'Callaghan. Wow, I'd like to hear that story. Someday we're going to get Sven on the show, or he's going to... You know what I'd like, Sven? If you'd record your story into your camera or your phone or whatever, send it to me so you can tell that story on the show. Because unless you want to come on live, which would be great. What happened? Drop a weight on it? Yes. Dropped a gigantic weight. What was happening is I had some dumbbells and I pulled one out and it bumped the other one off the rack and it went bam right onto my toe. Yeah. Major sympathy. Yeah, Jay's had it a lot worse than that. What am I belly aching about? Purple toe. Should be Big Boot Tuesday. Steel Toed Tuesday. It has a little bit better alliteration. Ew, toe cam. No bueno. Didn't like it. Yeah. All right. Sven. All right. Breaking news time. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Breaking news. So just for this, I built a new set. The giant breaking news set. And we're going to have some breaking news. Right now, the breaking news is just that I am on this gigantic set. And I'm going to tell you about some breaking news. Let's zoom in closer. Boney, could you get into a closer camera? All right, here we go. Come on, Boney. Jeez. Oh, we got the music again. So this is a breaking news story about the James T. Webb telescope. Remember back, I don't know when this was, long time ago, but some episodes of Lunch Therapy, we were talking about the James T. Webb telescope, which is replacing the Hubble telescope, and they shot it out into space. It cost $10 billion. It went way the hell, a million miles away. It's floating out there in space. It opened up like a big old origami. They tested all the mirrors. They tested all the cameras. They had to get it down to a really, really low temperature before they could take some substantial pictures. The thing that it's going to do is it's going to look all the way into the past, the beginning of the universe. And we're going to learn all kinds of crazy stuff about how many aliens there are out there and whether we're significant at all and what being mindful is about. I don't know. We're going to learn tons of stuff from this telescope that cost us $10 billion of our taxpayer money. I don't know if it's all taxpayer money, but it's a $10 billion telescope. And the breaking news is that it is going to start taking some substantial pictures in 6 days. Yes, 6 days. So let's take a look. There is a place you can look on the web, and you can see the countdown. 6 days, 19 hours, 3 minutes, and 15 seconds. We're going to start receiving these pictures. I think, they did take some initial test pictures, and they just looked like some blobs, but I think we're going to get some really amazing photographs that are going to tell us all kinds of stuff. No, not 6 business days, 6 human days. Human days, yeah. Speaking of business, so that's the breaking news. There you go. I really wanted to try out our new set. Thanks, Boney, for that. Boney constructed it himself. He worked all night on it. I was like, last night I was like, the fireworks went off. So I was like, Boney, we really need to have some kind of news setup. Something that looks really cool, something that looks professional. So he whipped that up. He was up all night doing that. Yeah. I can't wait for the images. Are we excited, or is it going to be one of those things like the Mueller report, where you get all excited and then nothing happens, or the January 6th hearings, or any of these other things that I'm not mentioning because they're not actually relevant to this show. But the telescope, the $10 billion telescope that's a million miles away, is it really going to tell us the secret to the universe? And is the answer going to be 42 is the question. The question about the answer. All right, we're going to have some really mellow, great stuff coming up. The clock is a piece of power machinery whose product is seconds and minutes. Wow, I like that. I'm not sure where did you just come up with that? Because that is cool. 42 business days. In 42 business days, we'll know the secret. What is it? Zaphod Beeblebrox. What's the thing called? Yep. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and the answer was 42. Is that right? I think it is. All right, so we're looking at what it is. This is an incredible background, by the way, by Super Jeff. And this is just to give you an idea of the rat race that we're living in. This is Bangkok, Thailand, which, Thailand is a paradise. As we know, it's an absolute paradise where you just roam around riding water buffaloes and singing songs and playing piano with elephants. But yes, they have their own rat race going on too. You can see down below, the cars are just flying by. They have a weird screen down there that is just showing multiple episodes of Lunch Therapy all day. Did you know that they have an actual billboard in Thailand? Jeff hooked it up, and all it does is show Lunch Therapy episodes. Laugh Factory is a place to grind out one-liners. Yeah, Chuck, I want to applaud Chuck. Chuck has been going to the Laugh Factory. I don't know if he was inspired by John Adams when I had John Adams on the show, but he's been going to Laugh Factory, making some laughs, working there in the factory, producing laughs for people. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And you have a persona, Chuck? Some kind of alter ego that you use when you're there? Ground Chuck, I think it's called. It's a time lapse, Joel. Not really that fast. Okay. It's a little slower there. They're into breathing, right? I don't think I've breathed since we were breathing. Moment to moment, it turns out, is not God's conception or nature's. It's man conversing with himself about and through a piece of machinery he created. So that's an interesting thing that you're saying. It's about time, right? And we never have enough time, and we're always looking forward in time, and we're looking back in time, and being in the moment is about disregarding the idea of time. So I got some help. I got some help today. The help is from some quotes that we're going to take a look at, and then we're going to get to the Jeff Lohman roving reporter. So here's a quote. Sometimes you need to sit lonely on the floor in a quiet room in order to hear your own voice and not let it drown in the noise of others. That's a good one. Jeff says that we're organic clocks, 60 beats a minute for the healthy person. That's interesting. A heartbeat every second. Like we're human clocks. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Chuck Roast. Absolutely, Chuck Roast. Time is a human creation based on our own hearts, perhaps. It's interesting. I like that. Let's see the next one, because we gotta move, because we don't have enough time, right? We don't have enough time in this 365th episode. I think we have as much time as we want. I did just go through all the quotes just quickly. Okay, be happy in the moment. That's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. Mother Teresa. That's a wise person, as we've seen. The older we get, the more valuable these beats of time are for us, are to us. We need to go back to the rhythm of life, not man-made rhythm of death and servitude. I imagine if you sit in a room alone, you might hear your heartbeat. Heartbreakers. Let's see the next one. Life gives you plenty of time to do whatever you want to do if you stay in the present moment. Deepak Chopra. I like that. Gives you plenty of time. Because that's the thing with me, and I always feel like I don't have enough time. Children have neither a past nor a future. Thus they enjoy the present, which seldom happens to us. Jean de la Bruyere. I don't know who that is, but that's a wise thing to say. It's true about kids and animals, I think, too. I always look at my cat, Charlie, who's sleeping over there on a chair right now. And he never seems to be thinking about how we're going to pay the bills or doing his taxes or even like where his next meal is coming from. He just, if I shake the little thing with the food in it, he's like, oh, food. And then he goes over and eats it and then he goes back to whatever he was doing. I think, Todd Lee really screwed me up with that book that he had me read. I like this. Shh. Confucius say, a broken clock is right 2 times a day. It's true. The time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Bertrand Russell. I like it. Now we're getting added value to this. More quotes than we bargained for. Here's the last one that I have. Jeff may have some more. If you were conscious, that is to say, totally present in the now, all negativity would dissolve almost instantly. It could not survive in your presence. Eckhart Tolle. That is the thing. That's one of the things that book really got me thinking about. The book was The Untethered Soul, which I must admit is very challenging. It's a very challenging book because it's really challenging you to just let life happen. And for me, I'm like, gotta grab the wheel. Can't just let it happen because nothing's gonna happen. And his response to that would be like, no, everything's gonna happen if you just let go. And a lot of it is you get like stuck. He says you got to take these emotions that happen to you and just let them go. And the problem is you get stuck on them, right? He says, oh, you get stuck on them. And one of the things that I have learned is that it's not about what happens to you. And this keeps coming back to me every single day. Like somebody says something like this, it's not what happens to you. It's how you feel about it or how you respond to it. And that's your choice. And that joy is always there for you to have, for you to choose to have. Cappy says, all you can do in the present time is all you have. Cappy, July 2022. All you can do in the present time is all you have. That's all you have. We only have this moment. That's it. That's all. That's the only one we know about, right? You make your own time. Time doesn't exist when you're present. And then Chuck throws in, a closed mouth does not get fed. Is that what you mean? Like time, like if you're like closed off and you're like, I'm gotta do my thing, I gotta make things happen, that all of a sudden like you'll miss all the other stuff because your mouth is metaphorically closed? That's what I'm guessing. No man goes before his time unless the boss leaves early. Let go of the wheel, Joel. Yeah, so it's tough, isn't it, Guignol? It's tough to let go of the wheel. I'm trying to do that in the show today, trying to just let things happen. Groucho Marx. Oh, he said that thing. Unless the boss leaves early. That's good. Untethered soul. Gotta go get that. I hear that. Let go. And then I hear let God. Yeah. Let go, let God. God is the universe. Jerry Garcia, the song The Wheel. Ah, okay. Yeah, you got a quote happening there. God is the universe. Let go. Okay. All right. We're getting to this because we're having this deep conversation. Because it's very important to just be in the moment and also to process things. But we're going to do that while listening to this guy Peter Levitov. So check this out. This is Peter Levitov. He levitates. You'll notice he actually does. He'll do a little levitating. He has this skateboard, and the skateboard has a big wheel in the middle. Has a big tire in the middle, just one, and the board balances on the tire, and so it's like he's skateboarding in the jungle. But this is not his major vocation. This is not his primary function. His primary function in life is to bring beautiful music to all of us, and I'm going to share some of that with you today. This is one I talked to him, and he said, please share this with your people. And I'm doing it. I want to see what Cappy is saying. Groucho. Oh, Groucho, yeah. The wheel, Joel. My son has one. Oh, you have one? Haha, I knew. See, sometimes I think, we've never seen this thing before, and then a lot of you have kids, so you're like, dude, I have 6 of those. Is it pretty cool? Have you ever done it? Have you bruised your toe when you've done it? Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah. It's a hoverboard. It's like in, Back to the Future. It looks like it's hovering. It's not. It is the best hoverboard ever. E-movement. I think that's cool. So let's just look at a few more Peter's music here. This is really cool here. He's one of those people that... I gotta get on the screen. He's one of those people that when they play the hum or they play a handpan, they use all their fingers. That's my impression of it. Improvisation forces you to be in the moment. I'll tell you the exact quote because I have it here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it says that improvisational music forces us to meet the moment exactly where it is. It's pretty much what we're talking about here. He also plays the didgeridoo and some other the piano. We've got another clip here of him with another fellow. This is him and Maxime Leroyer. They're out on the beach, being all free. The thing about the heartbeat is it might beat 60 times a minute if you're in good shape, taking care of yourself. But then it just starts all over again. Hopefully. the beats could be any number. Birth of jazz, improvisational music. I love this. I mean, yeah, I agree, Sven. So they've got the channels are in the show notes. 360 Hong, I think, is one of them. Wait, 360 Handpan. I don't know. It's in the show notes. And the other one's Peter Levitoff. I feel like that. I feel like this instrument somehow relates to the heart. So that's super nice. This is also just him playing this piano with the cover off. It's pretty soft here. Improvising. I like the way you can hear the hammers. Anyway, check that out on his website. But now I'm going to play Cybertronic Spree, which is one of my favorite bands these days. They dress up like Transformers. We've seen them on the show. They're gonna be doing something different, related to what Peter's doing here. Check out Peter's website too, Peter Levitoff. He sells music off of his website, travels around playing these instruments. Maybe not this one. It'd be hard to fit in your backpack. Tinkling the ivories. Ace. All right, here's Cybertronic Spree, also playing the keyboards. I don't know if any of you have seen the Westworld has begun again. I don't know if you're Westworld watchers. I'm a bit confused by Westworld at this point. Watch the recap. I'm gonna have to watch one of those YouTube videos where they recap. This is the theme song of Westworld, as played by Cybertronic Spree. Music in the show today. Supposed to be some animals. Cybertronic Spree. Now we have a report from Jeff Lohman, Super Jeff, as they know him, on Lunch Therapy. Where do we go now?
Once again, it's a matter of where we go. We don't really know where to go.
Thailand, of course. Paradise for humans.
The next exercise is a question about where we should go next, because there's always something we need to do, and there's some place we have to go. So, where do we go?
The question, where are we going? Where are we in such a hurry, right? You're working it out. Raving before that. I don't know. What was that weird bug up in the corner? Los Angeles. One more from Loman here, which you're wondering, like, what was that bug that was up in the corner? There it is. Jeff calls it a roly-poly. I don't know if that is I don't think that's the proper name for it. Yeah, it rolls up like that. Probably not. Thank you. Thank you. That's a roly-poly. I was saying nothing of note. It's pretty crazy. Cool, isn't it?
The first thing I had to do was fake an injury. Once I got a sling for my arm and a cast for my leg, my old trainer left me alone. Not only that, but I got out of yard work, hiking, and when my mom asked me to help her move, I said no.
Don't be miserable and muscle-bound. Be a slob now. I did it, and so can you.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I just want to show you a couple things because it's lemurs eating popsicles. Over the roly-poly, too. Nice. That is a big bastard, yeah. It's a big roly-poly. We used to have those too. We called them potato bugs. Potato bugs? Anyone? So these are lemurs at the Oregon Zoo. They're eating popsicles. They love them, apparently, almost as much as grapes. They got fruit on there. I just love their little hands. So cool. This is a little turtle at the Oregon Zoo. Tiny, tiny little turtle. They're turtle hatchlings. 10 of them showed up at the zoo there, which is going to launch us into some wildlife therapy. All right, yes. I don't know why my camera keeps not showing up, but this guy doesn't even matter whether I'm there or not because this guy is one of my favorite new friends. He is a macaque. And I love that guy. I wish we could have him on the show because he's just got such a great smile. I think he's probably eating. He seems so interested, right? Talk about being in the moment. This is is he real? Yeah, he's a real guy. I mean, I thought it was fake, really. Little turtles are delicious. Oh no. We like to eat animals. Lots of us like to eat animals on this show. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is, but I think he's so cool. And he's one form of the macaque. There are several different kinds of them. They're probably the most common what we call monkeys. They have them all over the place. I'll show you the different kinds if I can. But we're going to focus on one today in animal wildlife therapy. Yes, I'm waiting for the Todd joke on the macaque thing. Why the long face? Oh, yeah, I like that. And the bartender says, why the long face? Monkey. Yeah, it's a great monkey. I've got a lot more of them here. There's so many different kinds of them. But we're going to talk about what is known as the snow monkey. Anybody know about the snow monkey? Essentially, the information I have about macaques, and that is how you say it, macaques. Aside from humans, they're the most widespread primate genus, ranging from Japan to the Indian subcontinent. I know they have them in Thailand. They live 20 to 30 years. And in case you are wondering, they do not make good pets because nearly all the captive pet macaques have herpes. Herpes B that can kill you. And it doesn't kill them. They're just totally fine with it. I'm sure we saw some of these in India. In India, they threw one of the politicians off a balcony, from what I understand. Let's see, looks like I need to bring out my monkey videos. Yes, Jeff, we need more monkey videos. How do you spell macaque? It's M-A-C-A-C-Q-U-E. It's very similar to macaw, which is a bird. I just dumped a bowl of quinoa in my lap because I wasn't being present. Oh no. Were you dancing to the handpan, Guignol? Yeah, our friend is back. He's totally back. But the story today is about snow monkeys. Snow monkeys are also macaques. And these are some of them? These the snow monkeys? I don't know. These don't look like snow monkeys. Snow monkeys live in Japan, and they are the primates that live in the coldest regions. There are no other primates that live in the cold temperatures that these things live in. And they are, I have to get the snow monkeys on the screen here. These are just all kinds of macaques. So yeah, they live in the Japanese Andes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And they have found a way to live in these very, very cold climates. In fact, they can be in like -4 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's a good place for them to be because they don't even call them macaques. They call them snow monkeys because they're up in the snow. And then when the predators come, and they're like, hey, are there any monkeys around here? They say, no, there's snow monkeys. There's snow monkeys at all. And then that way, like, people are like, oh, okay, I guess there's no monkeys here, and then they leave. So it's a survival technique that they have. So this place is a town called Yamanouchi, and it's one of the hosts of the Winter Olympics in 1998. Seems like only yesterday, but it was 1998 when the Winter Olympics were in Japan. But there were probably some of these monkeys around. And one of the interesting things about them is that they have matrilineal societies, meaning that the females, are the ones who stay in the society, the group, large groups. And the men, they have to like move. So every once in a while, they have to go someplace else. And so the only kind of lineage stays with the females in the group. But there's always a male who is the dominant and has the alpha status. And how do they decide who has the alpha status? Well, I'll tell you. Researchers will give them a bunch of peanuts. And the one who gets to eat peanuts first has the alpha status. But very recently, this has changed because in Japan, this one female monkey got the alpha status for once. They've never seen this before. There's a group of 677 snow monkeys at this zoological garden out there in Japan, where they have this sanctuary and they have this giant hot tub because they like to get in these hot springs, and that's how they kind of survive. And so in this sanctuary, there's one monkey named Yakai. Suddenly she beat up her own mother. And then she went and they beat up the main dude there, the main male. She violently overthrew him. His name was Sanchu. 31-year-old alpha male who had been this leader for 5 years. She overthrew him. And it's the first time they've ever seen this. This troop has been around for 70 years, and they never saw anything like it. And this is, let's see if I can show her here. Well, there's our quote. There's our quote. Let's see. Yeah, so here's an article actually in the New York Times about this monkey who made it through mating season with her rein intact. There she is right there. Yakai. Japanese macaque. First female troop leader. It's pretty cool. At least something good's happening for women these days. She beat up her mother. I know. That doesn't say too much now, does it? What did her poor mother have to do with it? Well, I think, what it is, okay, so in these societies, usually the longer you're there, the higher up you move through the ranks. Apparently her mother was higher than her. So, out of the way, Mom. Going after the main Sanchu. So, there she is. She's winning. She's winning. Just like some people we know. All right, so I don't think we have time. We don't have time for the contest today. I wish we did, because we got a good group of people. But we got to move on. This is episode 365. I'm going to end it with one of our great musicians that have been on the show. He's out touring right now. This is an original song of his, Adam Pierce, who has been seen on The Voice and a couple times, and also been seen here on the show. And usually we play covers on the show, but I wanted to play this original song of his. And yeah, you can check his website for his tour dates. Here we go, dance break.
Welcome back, y'all. So yet another original song for you. This one I was a little hesitant about converting to acoustic because it's such a heavy song on the album, but I decided not to fight it too much and just kind of let it be its own thing. So hope you enjoy. By the time my mind awoke and misery began to fade,
on Friday. I've got the great acting teacher, Ivana Chubik. We're going to be talking about all kinds of crazy things, including comedy and acting. Join us. This Friday. Does this on the quite a beat.
I look in the mirrors I don't recognize. The man at the crossroads with peace in his mind. Yeah, he stands on the mountains, his fears pass him by. All right, I think I started out that song like, man, I'm gonna take it slow acoustic version, and then I just got so pumped up because I remember what it's like playing the real version that I probably sped up and rocked out a little too hard, or maybe not hard enough. I don't know, but I hope you enjoyed that song. Comment on what you think maybe that song is about. Tell me what you tell me your thoughts, and I'll tell you mine. And if you're liking everything else I'm doing on this channel, please like and subscribe and tell your friends. Till next time.
Adam Pierce. Yeah.
Thank you.